We know that interest rates have been high on mortgages, and so this has created an environment where folks just aren't wanting to move. They're not wanting to give up their 3% interest rate for a 7.5% rate. However, now we are finally seeing interest rates start to drop.
Yes! Hell yeah!
And with this drop, we are seeing more people feeling like they are ready to sell their homes. In today's video, we are going to be talking about 10 things not to have in your home when selling to get the best price in the least amount of time. Let's get into this. 10 things not to do when selling your home. The first thing not to have in your house when you are selling your home are personal photos and very personalized items around your home. Now, I am the type of person, I love framed photographs. I have them all over my home, but when it's time for me to sell it, I will really neutralize the space. And there's a lot of reasons for this. Number one is the aspect of privacy. You don't want people knowing all about you, knowing your business. People are snoopers. So you want to make sure that you have the least amount of things for people to kind of focus on other than the space, right? We also want to create as neutral an environment as possible. So when we have a bunch of personalized items, it takes away from that neutrality, from that ability for buyers to kind of put themselves in the home because they're distracted by all of the other stuff that's personal to you. So getting rid of personal photos and personal items helps to do the task of neutralizing your space. Number two on things not to have in your home when you're selling it is voice and video recording. Now, I know we all have an Alexa or a Siri or whatever other device we have that is voice controlled that might also record things in the home. We have Ring cameras, all of these devices, and usually people do keep their Ring cameras outside, but inside of the home, you cannot have devices that video record or that voice record. And as part of your disclosures that you go over with your real estate agent, you have to acknowledge that you are not having recording devices in your home. So if you have those devices as part of your security system within your home, or if you have a smart home, something like that, you need to make sure that when people are coming in for showings, they are not being recorded. So that's one thing not to have when you're selling your home. The next thing not to have on your property when you're trying to sell it are your valuables. Now, some people choose to have safes, and if you have a safe and want to use a safe for your valuables like your jewelry, like heirlooms, anything in the home that you would not want to go missing, I would definitely either use a safe or take it off of the property, put it somewhere safe, with a family member in a different location, because people are going to be coming into your home, and whether you like it or not, people are going to be opening cabinets, opening closets, opening drawers. And so if you have things that you do not want people to have access to, it needs to be away. Okay, number 4 on the list of things you don't want in your home when you're selling it are prescription medications. And I know that this kind of sounds alarmist, but again, people go through your cabinets, your medicine cabinets, they go through your space. And so if you have prescription medications that might be tempting for someone to take, I would suggest putting those elsewhere. You also don't want to be responsible for somebody else getting a hold of something that could be dangerous. So making sure that all medications are put in a safe place and are not accessible during home showings. The next thing on the list of things you do not want in your home when you're selling are personal bills, checks, things that let people know about your financial circumstances, mail that's laying around. We want to make sure that everything is filed away, put in a safe place that people do not have access to. You don't want people to inadvertently see your account numbers or see your credit card bill that's high or anything else. So you really have to be conscious. I know personally in my house right now, I have mail everywhere, all kinds of things. So first of all, you want your house show ready. So you don't want a bunch of papers and bills everywhere, but sometimes it's easy when you have a busy life, if you have kids, if you have work, to just leave something lying around. But make sure that things that have your personal information, identifying information like your social security number, that those things are put in a safe place and are not accessible to folks coming in your home to view it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. You have come to the right place for all there is to know about living, working, and thriving in the Baltimore metro region and beyond. My name is Persia, and every single day I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you who are looking to make a move, whether it's to buy a home or to sell a home, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're thinking about making a move in the next 9 days or 90 days, please feel free to reach out to me and to my team. You can call us, text us, email us. We could set up a video call, and it would be our absolute pleasure to help you make a move to the Baltimore metro region. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and to tap the bell for notifications so that you can be alerted whenever there is new content. This is kind of related, but the next thing on the list is you don't want anything that's giving signs of desperation. So for example, I had clients, they were a couple, they were going through a divorce.
We are so over.
Fine by me!
And the husband had cleared out all of his clothes from the closet. So you see a distinctive female side with clothes and a distinctive side that's empty. And so people might think to themselves, they're going through a divorce.
I knew it!
Maybe this means that I can lowball them an offer. You want things to look kind of as presentable and like nothing crazy is going on. This is also connected to the mail thing. You don't want delinquent notices or foreclosure notices or anything that would reveal any kind of a desperate situation or a sign of distress, because that could signal to a buyer that there's a deal to be made. And obviously we want to present that everything's great because we want the most amount of money in the least amount of time. So we want to make sure that the home is presented that way too. Okay, the next on the list might be a little controversial, but one thing to never have at a home during showings is those floor runners that protect carpet that are made of plastic. Those are a trip hazard. We don't want any liabilities from people coming in and getting injured or harmed. So even if the carpet is brand new, we want to avoid these things because we don't want people to have accidents. The same is true with booties. And I see them all the time at showings, and folks, say, please make your clients wear booties. But I will say, I have been in a home, in a showing, I was hosting an open house, booties were made available, and someone fell down very steep basement stairs, because in Baltimore we have very steep stairs sometimes going down to the basement. He was wearing booties. The stairs were carpeted and he slipped all the way down, and he was an older gentleman, and it was really awful. But I did not tell him to wear the booties. He chose to wear them. They were there. So you have to be really careful. You don't want to say that booties are mandatory. If somebody chooses to wear them, that's their choice. But we want to make sure that people know that they're optional because it could be a liability. We don't want anybody to get injured or hurt. Okay, the last thing on the list of not to have in the home when you are trying to sell it is you.
You? Me?
Now, I've had experience with seller clients who love their home, who have a deep attachment to it, who feel like they want to explain to potential buyers, why the home is so great, why they've loved it so much, to have these conversations. But ultimately, it is much better for everyone involved if you are not present during showings. I have found that when sellers are present during showing times, it's not beneficial to the buyer. They feel rushed because they feel like they have to go through the home, quickly because the seller is there. They feel like they can't linger and spend as much time in the home and kind of go back and forth through the rooms as often. They just feel pressured in a negative way when the seller is there. And so the idea is to make the buyer feel comfortable, give them the time they need to really examine the space, imagine themselves in it. And the best way for them to do that is for you to give them the space to do so. So it is best if you as the homeowner are not present for showings or for open houses. Another important reason that you don't want to be present for showings is that we really want honest feedback about the home so that we can help you to get it sold. So sometimes when the seller is there, people feel awkward about giving their honest 2 cents about what happens, and that is not going to be great when we're really trying to get information and feedback to help get the home sold for a price that you're comfortable with and in a time frame that you're comfortable with. Well, there you have it, 10 things not to have in your home when you are selling it. I hope that you found this information information helpful. If you are thinking about selling your home and you are in need of a great realtor to kind of give you advice through the process, please reach out to me and to my team. Again, my name is Persia. I'm a local realtor. You can call, text, email. We could set up a video chat. My team would be happy to help you. If you are not in the Baltimore metro region and you are looking for a realtor to help you with your sale, also reach out to us because we have a network of real estate agents across the USA, and we would be more than happy to give a recommendation of an awesome realtor to help you. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.